Hello everyone, Silent here, and welcome to another episode of Truly Bedrock Season 1. It is episode 17 today, and we have had a wandering trader spawn on our roof yet again. I was joking about that last episode. But anyway, today we're going to be messing around with quite a bit of different redstone related things and technical bits and bobs, like this storage system here, which is doing something. That's completely catching me off guard because those redstone lamps shouldn't even be able to be powered like that. And why is it clicking? So, yeah, we need to figure out why that's doing that. We'll come back to that later. No idea what's up with that phantom menace in our redstone. However, before we mess with any redstone related things in today's episode, I would like to mess around with getting ourselves some crossbow explosive technology, because I just had that raid over at this village recently, and those guys, the raiders, dropped some crossbows, and that got me thinking, you can fire fireworks stars from the crossbows, and those things could do a lot of damage. I feel like there might be some tricks to be found out there, so maybe if we can find something out, we might have like an instant kill weapon for maybe any mob in the game. I don't know, but the thing is, those things require gunpowder, and I only have 13 of that to my entire name, so we kind of need to get a little bit more. And luckily, it is nighttime here in this desert, so I'm just going to try and get as much gunpowder as I possibly can. So far, I found myself about 90,000 zombies, and I also found out where the creepers were, so I mean, that's not very helpful, but it is kind of on the right track. I did, however, get 20 gunpowder, so we gained 7 from half a night of hunting. I just want to get like a little bit more, that way we can properly experiment with all of these firework rocket charge star things and explosions. And if we can't find that much more, we might just go do some creative testing just to see like what we can really get ourselves into, because I do want to experiment with these things. I've never tried it out before with the actual explosive fireworks, so I feel like this could be really fun. Not sure why I went exploring. There's literally 2 creepers and another 12,000 zombies right here in my own village, as is kind of to be expected. Please, neither of you blow up. I need your little bits from your insides, and then I can churn you into things. And did I actually get any from that? I didn't get any gunpowder from that, really? I swear, too often, more often than not, creepers when killed just don't drop anything. When they do drop something, they drop like 4 gunpowder. It's mildly annoying. I feel like creepers are just really hard to find on this world, and I think I know why. It's because of me. Or, well, at least people like me who just collect all the creepers and then just put them in boats for later use. As you can see, we have a little bit of a, charged creeper junkyard over here. And yes, those 2 have magma creams in them. So if we get really hard up, we can just like kill some of these guys for gunpowder, but that's not really like a great thing to do. We also have even more charged creepers in this little catchment unit right here that I should probably move. But yeah, that's kind of where all the creepers are. Other than that, I guess we can make do with 20 gunpowder. We might be able to craft that into a couple of killer rockets. I guess we'll just have to find out. Since we clearly won't be getting nearly enough gunpowder in survival, I figure we should just go ahead and do some testing here in creative. So I have a little bit of a damage tester set up over here with a tester villager, and then we also have some materials for crafting up some fireworks. So I've never honestly known how to craft up these fireworks stars. It's always been extremely confusing to me. But it's actually really simple. You just plop in some gunpowder, plop in some dye. That'll give you a fireworks star with some color to it. And then you can make it be different shapes with either, golden nuggets or fire charges, I believe. Yeah, that'll make it be a large ball, for example. And then if we just go ahead and craft that, we can put that onto a rocket, which is pretty simple and straightforward. That'll give us the small ball. That was just a large ball, wasn't it? Maybe that's a bug. But then, yeah, this thing will basically deal damage to our villager, and then it's really just a matter of doing a bunch of testing and figuring out what kind of rocket does the most damage per explosion. And that is my quest, kind of figure out what kind of rocket does the most explosion, make as many of those in survival as I can, and then we can go ahead and just murder everyone with rockets, which will be hilarious. Alright, so I've done some experimenting with the rockets on this platform and found out some fairly interesting things, which is cool, so let's check it out, shall we? First of all, you can make some extremely crazy rockets. I mean, look at that. It takes up literally the entire interface of this game, which is fairly awesome, but also kind of ridiculous. These are also very laggy to place around, as you can see. Very, very laggy indeed. Probably the single most laggy item in the entire game right there, so that's kind of a cool find. But basically how you do this is when you put the gunpowder in there, you just kind of put a whole bunch of different dye in there as well. That'll give you a crazy menu over here on the right side. Then we can go ahead and make a few of those. Let's go ahead and make 8, and then we'll take all that out, and then we can put that into this thing, and then we get a crazy rocket. So I definitely want to make one of those on the server. That's going to take a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to take 8 gunpowder for 3 rockets, which is kind of expensive. As you can see, that's why I wanted to get so much gunpowder at the beginning of the episode. So after that, it's not really too important. Like, all that different dye doesn't actually do anything. I'm pretty sure it only keeps the first color. So if we light that off, it should just be cyan. Or no, it is all the colors. Cool. That looks really fun. Let's put that in the crossbow and then get ourselves a villager over here and see how that looks, because that is just a rainbow of death right there. Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. I am a fan of that one. But that's not what we're here for. We are here for the most powerful rocket in this game. So making the most powerful rockets actually boils down to just putting the most fireworks stars on the rocket, which is kind of boring. I mean, I guess it's as simple as that. That's also kind of laggy to do, isn't it? Yes, it is. However, yeah, you basically just want to make them duration 1 and put 7 different stars on there, and then you'll get a rocket that looks a little bit like this, and this will be a 2-shot kill for a villager, and we can also check that out in survival mode, see how much damage that does to us as the player. But as you can see, that does a lot of damage to that villager, and then just see what this does, and it should be, yeah, kind of a lot. That's like 7.5 hearts. So that is pretty awesome. Let's give ourselves some regeneration real quick, see if it does that every single time. Yeah, 7.5 hearts. That's not bad from a rocket. I mean, like, really, come on, that's pretty good. This will be our last one, also with multi-shot. These things are gonna go everywhere. Let's shoot it right there in that corner. And yeah, still 7.5, even though you had 3 of them. Kind of unfortunate. I wish multi-shot did like the damage from all 3. That would be really cool. So these rockets will do 3.5 hearts to the player if you are wearing a diamond armor and an elytra. However, I also discovered another possible little bug is that they still do the same amount of damage regardless of if you have blast protection on, which does come in handy if we are trying to kill people, so that'll do 3.5 hearts of damage. Very interesting stuff. So we have our answer. If you have any additional information about how to like get more powerful rockets, please do let me know with a comment down below. But otherwise, I think these are about the most powerful that we're really gonna get. So this should be an instant kill chamber, just with 4 dispensers or 1 rocket per dispensing session. And each one of these is 1 tick behind the other one, so it's kind of in sequence. If you shoot them all out at the same time, they don't actually do damage. But let's see how this goes. Hopefully we die, and yeah, very, very dead. Cool, I like it. That is very, very promising indeed. So now we can actually get up to some proper shenanigans on the server as long as we have a little bit of gunpowder. And of course, it only takes 2 rockets if you are unarmored, so that's kind of cool. So of course, we ourselves only have 20 gunpowder. However, Zloy has said that he has an interest for some shenanigans, and he possibly, or no, Tizztom even has a little bit of gunpowder too. So I feel like we might be in business for this entire episode to go off with a bang. So I've gathered up the materials to make 2 different god crossbows, one that is going to be multi-shot and one that is going to be piercing. That's the name, piercing. Words are hard. But anyway, I'm going to be able to meet up with Tizztom in the shopping district, and then we are going to get ourselves some gunpowder from him. He has like 50 gunpowder, and then this portal. My god, these guys. We linked up a thing. Hi, Tizztom. Hi. Thanks. We linked up a portal over there, and then they built the wrong portal. Like, they rebuilt another portal. They somehow messed up the main one from the shopping district. Like, that one is linked properly to the one that we just went through in the Nether. Did they not know how to link portals? Come on, guys. Basic Minecraft skills. So they built another portal over there. Now it links incorrectly. It's super annoying. So that's kind of stupid. We're gonna have to have some building inspector violations on that one. And then they also put some free rocket vouchers over here, which is like cool. These are all free. That's lovely. I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, take all of those, and we're just gonna put those into this little shop over here because apparently one of the members on the server, which would happen to be Tizztom, needs free items. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in there. We're gonna give him a potato as well because everybody needs to eat. The one moment that I'm not hunting creepers, the creepers are hunting me. Jeez, dang it. Okay, if only it actually blew up this thing. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say that the creeper blew up this thing too. There we go, cool. That's an easy way to get rid of some propaganda. How the heck was all of this built? I have literally no idea. I'm gonna have to rewatch my own video and gather up a couple resources so that I don't leave a giant mess over here. We have a lot of good press going on right now with the Pebble currency system. I need to kind of keep that up and figure out how to repair this place. So it's a bright new day and I'm already being watched by a creeper. I see you over there, you butt. Don't you dare come over here. I'm up on this roof. You won't get me over here. Hopefully, I don't want to nuke 2 shops in this episode. Actually, this would be my 3rd one. I blew up 2 shops over there. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves some crossbows now. So we're gonna go ahead and combine these 2 books. That'll give us a quick charge 3 for 1 level, which I find to be mysteriously cheap. Like, that's kind of a lot of things to combine, but I'm gonna take that, and then we're gonna give this thing a fancy name as well. That name is gonna be the Fat Man. If you guys get that reference, then great. If you don't, then you're clearly not a Bethesda fan. But anyway, now that we have this piercing crossbow, we can go ahead and do some shenanigans with actually making these fireworks. Now that Tizztom has graciously given us a 50 gunpowder, we actually have like a significant amount, so we can make ourselves a fair few of these rockets. So a little bit of enchanting and preparation later, we are ready to go for making ourselves some fireworks. We have ourselves the Fat Man and the experimental MIRV for shooting these things out as well, so that's gonna be really fun. But now we need to combine all of these 7 different dye types into a bunch of different actual, you know, stars. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to make, I guess, 8 of each different kind. So that's gonna be 8 gunpowder per each thing. And as you can see, this is gonna get very expensive very quickly. I should probably do some math to make sure I actually have enough gunpowder for all of this, but I'm basically just gonna make as many different stars as I possibly can, and then hopefully that works out. So we are now ready to craft up our first batch of these insane rockets, and as you can see, we have just so many different colors in here. These things are gonna look really crazy when they explode. Of course, you don't need to use all these different colors. You can use just like all white or something. That's probably gonna be the easiest one to get. And also, yes, I'm using the buy one, get one free rocket vouchers to make my rockets. So let's go ahead and make just as many of these different things as we can. That's gonna give us 24 of these. It's gonna take about 2 or 3 per kill. So we're gonna have to make these things really count. But just to see how they look, let's just fire one off. And that was arrows. That was my only arrow, to be precise. Let's try that again, shall we? Boom. And that's very laggy, but man, that is actually beautiful. I'm really happy that we decided to do this in this episode. Let's go find Tizztom and let's go kill him. Okay, so Tizztom is currently at his raid farm, and we're just gonna load up the experimental MIRV and we're gonna check out what he's doing. So he's probably right there on that AFK platform. We're gonna have to time this so perfectly. I don't wanna kill him, but at the same time, that would be amazing if I could. So let's fly off of this real quick. I did make some actual proper rockets so we can fly around this thing, and we're just gonna see what's up. Incoming. Don't die. Oh, he's not up there. Oh, where's he at? Oh, that makes it interesting. Oh, there he is. We got him. We got him. Yep, and more incoming. Oh, these ones, okay, they don't shoot very far, do they? There we go. Okay, well, we got him. I don't know if that's gonna kill him or not, but basically, yes. You can carpet bomb the entire area with this one. And I don't know how many of these I have left, but yeah. Okay, we got 17 more of these things. They cost 8 gunpowder for 3. Okay, this is actually pretty fun. I have no idea how much damage is actually being done to him, but like, I feel like it should be a lot. Hi. The party is here. So he has a raid farm. I need to build one of these soon as well. Oh, great. He was recording randomly as well. That's perfect. I didn't tell him to record or anything. This was totally just a random random drop by. We're gonna get him one more time, just for good measure. Yep. No idea how much damage we've done to him, but yeah, that's all there is to it. Oh yes, we almost killed him. That's perfect. Dang it. Dang it. I failed. Oh, that's so good. You guys are definitely gonna have to check out Tizztom's episode on this. That's gonna be funny. Glad that we decided to do this. That's lovely. Let's fly off. We're gonna have to invest ourselves a lot more gunpowder because these things are seriously expensive, but as you can see, they are pretty awesome. And honestly, if you haven't checked out Tizztom's series in general, he is doing a lot of stuff. As you can see, he is, diggy hole over here. He's got a lot going on. My God, he has really actually done a lot. Wow, wow, that's kind of a lot. I feel so behind sometimes when I see what the other people have done. Oh man, had we killed Tizztom, he actually would have filled up his death counter. Oh man, I wish we really had done it now. I wasn't necessarily trying to, even though like the point of these rockets is to be instant kill, but I mean, that would have been so epic. I don't really want to go murdering people, just go around randomly murdering people. However, I wish I had. So that was a pretty good little test run. I think in the future, if we ever do want to actually kill someone this way, we're gonna need several of these multi-shot crossbows. That way we can just, fire one off, switch to another, fire that one, switch to a third, and then a fourth one, and just keep on firing off a bunch of rockets. That should be enough to kill someone. And no one on the server actually wears, chest plates because I have sold everyone a elytra, so that's kind of perfect. But for the time being, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put these things up on the wall because that is where they belong. And now what I wanna do is I wanna make the laggiest item in the entire game, and that is gonna be one of those fireworks that basically fills up the entire screen with information. We're gonna do that using a light gray dye because if you put 8 of these in there, that's gonna give you the biggest item. Like, look at that, that's already basically filling up the entire screen. So then we're gonna use 8 of these on a single rocket, or 7 of these stars on a single rocket, and that is going to give us the laggiest item because it will have the most MBT data to it. So let me get crafting. Okay, so here we go. We have 7 of these things. As you can see, it's already very laggy just from trying to disperse it around, and that's that is actually ridiculous. Look at that, completely fills up the entire screen. Like, I can't even get the whole thing. There we go. That's actually ridiculous. I love that. If you have a name for this item, please leave a comment down below for what we should name this thing, because we're gonna put this into an item frame, and that's gonna be one of our actual, mementos for the series. This is the memento wall, by the way. That's the cactus that killed our elytra and our booties. In case you're wondering, that's from the raid. That's from the double dragon fight. First episode, losing our competition. First pickaxe. I actually need to give this thing like mending and unbreaking because, as you can see, pretty damn dead. So yeah, mementos are good. If you got a name for it, let me know with a comment down below. But I kind of want to set this one off because it's going to look beautiful. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I'll be honest, I kind of planned on that crossbow stuff taking up maybe 5, possibly 8 minutes of today's video, but now we're probably like, 20 minutes in. I'm sorry, things get distracting at times. But I do want to go ahead and actually do some technical bits in this episode because that was like my entire plan, but we're certainly not going to get done everything in today's video because I just don't make 40-minute episodes. I'm not that kind of person. But I do want to go ahead and figure out what is happening with this. Oh God, they're all 3 of them doing it now. What? Okay. Let's go back here, see who messed with it, and see what's up. Okay, so none of these are going on. What? Why are these clocking? Okay. Well, that's a nice bug right there. So if I just go ahead and break that, place that, that's gonna fix it? Really? Oh my god. Okay, so this bug is so annoying. I'm guessing this is right on a chunk border. Hold on, let me get my texture pack going. So there is a chunk border back here, but it's actually not where you would expect it to be. It's going right through this direction. I kind of thought it would maybe be going through right here, in between these two blocks, or maybe like right here or something. So that's very strange. I'm not sure why that's affecting that thing. I think what's happening is it's just like a realms issue. It's not necessarily saving the information from the redstone correctly, so it forgets that it's actually being powered by that redstone torch when you load the area. So this is likely going to be a constant problem that we have just because we're using redstone torches. It doesn't matter like where you place them or what's happening. See, this is what I would expect to actually reproduce this bug, but no, it happened on all three. Very stupid. And also, I'm very curious as to why this thing is clicking. Why is it clicking? None of these redstone lines should be affecting the actual system itself or these elevators, so clearly I misplaced some redstone dust somewhere. Let me go ahead and do a bunch of trouble fixing and troubleshooting and bug fixing and just double checking on this system because I know it has a lot of issues. So I just kind of need to figure out how to fix everything right now. So I fixed 2 out of the 3 issues. I fixed the elevators on this one not working and also clicking. So we were missing some observers right there, which made it so that the items never left these 2 droppers. And then we also had some solid blocks right there against that elevator instead of half slabs. So that explains all the clicking. And now the third problem that still needs resolved is the reliability of this. So I just went ahead and did a test run on all 3. None of them are losing items in the actual hoppers or the system back there. So that is good. That's a great sign. However, they're not all going into the first chest. So they're like being split up in between the first 2 chests. So what we need to do is we need to make this thing quite a bit slower. This right here is the actual clock that controls the entire system. So we can just like add some delay to it. It should be pretty simple. I might have to like expand it or make it just a lot slower in general to be reliable on this particular realm. However, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. So I ended up getting a partial fix to this system, which is kind of nice. So what I did is I went ahead and added an additional repeater to our actual main clock right here. It makes it 50% slower, but it does make it about twice as reliable, so that's nice. I tried adding even more, but that made it less reliable, so this is kind of just a happy medium right here. I also went ahead and extended the elevators up by 1 block. This is something that I actually saw in the comment section of the last episode, so just made them come up level with these hoppers here. Normally you would have a hopper at this layer going in, but this does seem to help a little bit, so I'm just going to keep it this way because you know what? It's about the best that I got. But even still, this thing has about a 25% fail rate. And by that, I mean if we put in 20 items right now, we will see 15 come into that chest, and then the next 5 go into that chest, and then just kind of repeating for every single one of these. So, not really the greatest. You got like a 75% chance of the item that you want to be sorted to not get sorted, which isn't that helpful. But I mean, it's better than like a 50% chance. So what we can do is we can go ahead and throw in those 20 items after about a minute or so. Well, not a full minute, but you'll see that they'll come up into this chest. And there you go. We can see that you got 15 items in the very top chest. We should have 20 in there, but instead, you know, 25% of them go down to the second chest. So you got a 75% rate of success, which is really annoying because I spent so many hours. I probably spent like 15 or 20 hours total just trying to convert Tango Tech's system to Bedrock Edition, and it works perfectly fine in my solo creative world. I did so much testing on it, just like right now, literally in this exact update, just like an hour ago, but it just doesn't work on this realm. I've double checked absolutely everything, and it's just realm lag. There's nothing I can really do about it. I have a feeling that this would affect really any system that we build, so we're just gonna kind of have to live with it for the time being. I am very happy to say that we have officially moved out of our starter house. So we got all of the storage out of here and everything is looking pretty good. There's a couple things that should probably be rebuilt over here in the main storage room, but otherwise all of the storage is now in here and it's looking pretty fine. I just relogged 1 time and it's already broken again. Jeez, okay, that's ridiculous. Gonna have to find a fix for that one. But yeah, as you can see, we got markers on most all of these chests, which is pretty cool. We need a couple more markers for over on that side. but everything is pretty self-explanatory. There is nothing too special about these markings. This one down here is for our raid farm drops, which we'll be building up soon. We got potions, random blockages, potion ingredients, and then we got like our valuables and stuff, and basically anything of value goes in here. Yes, these leaves are valuable because they don't stack. It's a bug, okay? I find that to be valuable. And we also have like just a lot of different bulk materials. Like we have an entire shulker of dirt, and literally an entire shulker of grass. Was not aware we'd done that much mining. We also got like a bunch of gravel and stuff. I do need to go through all these chests and actually like rearrange everything, make it all organized and stuff, and fill in every single slot. You know, the whole thing. Multi-item sorters are mildly annoying in that front. However, it is definitely worth it. So this place has come together very well. It is very, very good to be organized. I am very happy about this. This is going to help with a ton of different projects. So apparently this redstone torch bug goes both ways, because right now it's kind of like powered, but that's still powered, but that's powering that, which would unpower that. It's a mess. So this doesn't make any sense. It's totally an issue. I guess the only real way around this kind of bug is to never use redstone torches in combination with redstone dust, which is, you know, kind of like terrible. That's like, these are like super common redstone components. This is literally the most common redstone component, and you can't use them together. So that's fun. So the rocket shenanigans did take up a significant portion of this episode, which again, I wasn't really anticipating, but it was fun. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and hopefully you enjoyed this episode in general. Of course, if you did, please do leave a like on the video. It helps out the video and the channel significantly, of course. And if you're new here and you want to see more episodes in the future, be sure to subscribe. But of course, I will see you guys down in the comment section and in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much for the support on the series so far. And yeah, have a great day. And then there was silence.